Donald McMeans. I'm the president of Renaissance Broadcasting Corporation. I'm here today because we have experienced a frightening circumstance that we think that everyone should know about. We have been the victims of government oppression that is unprecedented, related to the building of a commercial television station. Renaissance was privileged to be the first African-American-owned corporation to be awarded an FCC license to build a television station. There were others that had been awarded a license before. We were the second to be awarded a license, but the first that was given a license to build. We were authorized to build a television tower in New Jersey within the Wharton State Forest. That experience ranks with one of the most atrocious and violent acts of government against citizens that I can think about. The state of New Jersey granted us the right to build our tower 2,000 feet away from a pre-existing tower on land that we now know was originally designated for television towers. The state allowed a municipality to intervene to regulate the state's land. The Attorney General even had newspaper articles written in which he stated that there was nothing the state could do, that this was beyond the sovereign powers of the state of New Jersey. Before going into all of the details, I must tell you that we have discovered this book, which is a 1966 edition of New Jersey Statutes Annotated, Title 58. This book provides concrete proof that the legislature in 1958 not only authorized the construction of television towers in the Wharton State Forest, they prevented the courts of New Jersey from conducting judicial proceedings and entering the orders that were entered against Renaissance Broadcasting Corporation. We are here because we have found that government officials working for the benefit of God knows who has decided that the interests of the people were not the reasons that they existed. We're also here as a warning to people to say that we have got to assume control of our government. Renaissance, in the course of building the television tower, was actually subjected to a wide variety of terroristic attacks. These attacks were reported in the Camden Courier-Post. Members of the Justice Department had to tell me that they could not guarantee my life if I went to the tower site. And we asked why. And no one has been able to give us an answer. But we ourselves have found that we were subjected to a unique experience that causes us all to pause. Members of the United States Department of Justice met with me and told me that they could not assure my safety if I went to the tower site. The reasons for these things are beyond me. But the most important part has been the role of the judicial system in this entire matter. The town of Waterford filed multiple suits against Renaissance Broadcasting Corporation with the sole purpose of creating a circumstance that impaired our ability to complete our post-construction financing. They filed lawsuits to protect corn stakes that are not known to exist in the county. But most importantly, a lawsuit was filed by the municipality in which it sought to require Renaissance to obtain local site plan approval. This lawsuit has affected everything that has happened in this case for the last 27 years. The prerequisite for filing the lawsuit was that municipalities must have an interest in the land. The statutes found in this book conclusively prove that they had no interest. And what that means is that the courts had no power to even bring us to court on the complaint filed by the municipality. We're here also because this is a moment where we're presenting to the President of the United States a petition calling upon him to fulfill the duty that was allocated to him by the 42nd Congress on April 20th, 1871. In that particular order or act, it said that when a combination in a state was such that it deprived a citizen of the laws of the state and the United States to the extent that they violated the citizen's rights under the 14th Amendment. And if the state officials failed to protect those rights, that he could go to the United States President, and the President then had a duty to protect those rights. We have such a circumstance, and we're now calling upon the President to fulfill his duties to each of us, to Renaissance Broadcasting Corporation, to the citizens who have been denied the benefit of the programs that Renaissance would provide. The reason that we're here is because we have been denied, or you, the people, have been denied knowledge of what has happened here. The media has failed to provide anything to let you know what is taking place. In fact, that the media actually reported that the Department of Environmental Protection ordered the removal of the tower and canceled the lease that we gave them. This is absolutely false. The courts have reported that we never built the tower and therefore have no rights.